Welcome to Bandits Keep Actual Play. I'm Daniel. We are continuing my solo original Dungeons & Dragons campaign using Chainmail and Outdoor Survival. In this episode, I'm going to kind of do it off-camera, something that might happen off-camera, if you will, although it's going to be on-camera. Basically, we're focusing on the Rangers. Now, the Rangers has had a very long history with this dungeon, but when they left it the last time, there was a group of bandits and a group of orcs there, both vying for control of this dungeon. Since the Rangers have been gone for multiple months, what I'm going to do is do a chainmail battle where we're going to fight out between the bandits and the orcs to see who effectively takes control of this dungeon before the Rangers get back with their army. Okay, it is December the 14th, and trying to wrap some stuff up this year in the campaign, see where we're at. And if you remember, if you've been following, the Rangers had gone out to an adventurer's site. They had promised a cleric they were going to clear it and close it, but when they got there, they basically found a massive amount of orcs and bandits who were kind of warring over this place. And because of some other things, they had to leave. And they're forming an army to come back to kind of clear the space. However, that was, I believe, October, I think, when they went back. So now it's been a couple of months, and I figured during this downtime period, the bandits and the orcs were going to eventually face off. So we're going to do a couple of things here. I'm just going to keep things really simple. You see these white cards there, that's terrain. I don't remember which one's which. I just put them down flat a couple hours ago when I came out here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to randomly scatter them around, and then we're going to flip them over. It's just as a way for me to do it. These are the two armies, and I'll talk about them a little more when they're set up. But we're going to do this. I'm going to take my dice. I don't know why I say dice like that. I'm going to take my dice, and I'm going to roll initiative. So orcs obviously would prefer to fight when it's dark. Bandits would prefer to fight when it is light out. What I'm going to say is one group is attacking the other. Whoever wins this initiative roll, the black will be the orcs, the white will be the bandits, is going to be the attacker. The other one is going to be the defender. What I'm going to do is I'll set the defender up in like a camp, basically a formation. I'll put all the terrain around it. I'll flip it all over, and then I'll place the attacker wherever they're going to be, and we'll start the first round. So let's just roll this initiative, and we'll see where we go. Tie. Okay, so it's a tie. What I'm going to say is that could be one of two things. I could complicate things by saying that the bandits are attacking just a couple hours before, or let's say a couple of turns, let's say 10 turns before the night falls, or the orcs are attacking in, basically just before the morning. We could do that, but I don't know. I feel like it's simpler if we just have a defined answer here. So let's just see. We'll try again. Okay, the orcs are attacking the bandits. So we're going to say it's night. The orcs are going to have a bit of an advantage. The bandits are going to have a light source with them in order to, be able to see what they're doing. And actually, let's do this. They're attacking at night, so the orcs will not be penalized. But of course, night isn't always just pitch black. So I'm going to use an oracle here, and we're just going to ask if it's like a full moon or something. Is it a full moon? Thus, actually, I'm going to roll this die too. Is it a full moon, thus bright and probably fine, where nobody's going to have any penalties? Yes, but no, but a positive. Okay, interesting. So it's not a full moon, so they're not going to be able to see, but I do have something positive. So maybe what we're going to say here is that each of the bandits groups, just to keep things simple, is going to have some kind of a light source, like a magical light source, maybe, that will allow them to, so I don't have to worry about fires. As long as they stay together in a group, they'll be able to be seen, to see rather. If they separate off, then we'll have a problem. Okay, so that's what I was going to do anyways, I guess, but I was going to have it be like torches, but this way the orcs won't be able to create some kind of a situation where they don't have light. All right, anyways, let me lay this out. So I'm going to put the bandits in like a position. I'll talk about what they are, who they are, and then we're going to set the orcs up as attackers, and we'll go for it. Okay, so we're basically set up here. Quick overview. These are light horse Yep, these are light horse, medium horse. This is the bandits. Light horse, medium horse. Each one is a hero with them. So basically these figures here are heroes. The ones on horses are more than heroes. So again, Chainmail only has heroes and superheroes, but because we use the bandit rules, we've got a few different setups here. The guys that are blue marked, they're actually superheroes or better, and the other ones are heroes but better, like swashbucklers and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is I decided with the fire is that this firelight reaches out 6 inches. If the characters stay within 6 inches, they will be fine without any penalty in combat. Now, if they have to go further than 6 inches, they either have to move the fire, which they can do, or they'll take a penalty. On the enemy side, you can't see it, but right here, there's 100 orcs. Right here, there's 100 orcs. And you can just barely see right there, there's 100 orcs. The orcs are standing by because first they're sending in their shock troop, which is a Balrog and a true troll over there. The plan is to bring those two in to kind of mess up some of the formation here, and then the orc will come in to clean house. As far as terrain, these pipe cleaners are rivers. We've got some forest type terrain, swampy mess, hills, water, swampy mess. These are mountains, but they're basically hills. We'll say that's impassable, basically. They're like super tall, or they're just jagged hills. This is just rough terrain. They'll affect the movement if things need to go through them, and they are mostly going to affect the ability to charge, which is going to be a little bit of a bummer for our heroes and stuff because they have horses, and it'd be useful if they could charge, but they're not going to, for instance, like these guys couldn't charge the orcs over here because there's water in the way. So we'll see where that goes. In any case, the enemy has 1 initiative, so I'm going to move them first, and then the enemy. I guess they're both the bandits and their, although in OD&D, bandits are neutral, and brigands are chaotic. And of course, these creatures are creatures of chaos here. So the Balrog can fly 15. So it's basically going to fly directly, and it actually emulates any normal figure that it passes through. So these guys are considered normal. So this is 12. To there. Let me do it this way. Probably get my tape measure out. Okay, got the tape measure. 15 is the Balrog's move. So if it goes from here to there, it's going to land directly on top of these guys. And I know this base is a little bit bigger, but it's supposed to just be a 1-inch base. So it's going to actually destroy this one in the middle, splitting these two groups of archers. Now, these are archers. However, Balrog is immune to normal missile fire. So they normally would be able to shoot, but they cannot. So he's going to move there. And having destroyed that first group, the troll can move, and it can't fly, of course. So the troll can move 9. So it's going to move in. It's going to move in a straight line, I think, for now. Yeah, 9 puts it right at the edge of the water. Okay. And the orcs are going to remain where they are. So now I can move the forces of law. And I mean, I do have a hero engaging with this Balrog, but they're not going to be very good against it. I really want a superhero against the Balrog. So this guy's a superhero, I believe. Blue. Yep. So he's going to, I mean, he's got a ton of movement. On the horse, he can move 18. So he's going to move, I'm not even going to measure it. He's going to basically move, turn, and get behind the Balrog. Okay. There's not a whole lot of room here, but I think I can move this hero up into contact with the Balrog as well. And this one. Okay. I'm also going to move, because the Balrog is going to be tough. So actually, I should have done this first. I should have turned him around and had him go there. You know, he'll do it for next round. He's going to turn, which takes half his movement, and then he has 9 left. Yeah, he's plenty of movement. So he's going to move up and face the Balrog next turn. assuming the Balrog doesn't move. I think we also need to get this troll, so we don't want to completely weaken our situation, but I think what we're going to do is take one of these guys. The green guys are swashbucklers. They have a movement of 18 on the horse, so one of them is going to swing this way to go after the trolls. I'm going to say the orcs aren't on the field yet, so they're not actually seeing them. So they're going to move 5 to here. And then it'll take a quarter of their move, which is about 2, to turn sideways. So that's 7 so far, and they have 18. They're going to move another 7. That leaves them with 14. We'll call this a little bit of a move, and let them move 2 more inches. So they're going to move to there. Okay. One of the red guys is also going to move. Again, they have 18 for movement. They're going to come forward. That's like an inch. Turn that way, that's 3. And then they're going to use 5. That's 8. Turn again. Yep, they have enough. They're going to engage with the troll. Okay. Nice. I think everybody else is going to stay where they are for now. So I'm going to mark who moved. These guys just came into combat because they were close enough, so we're not going to count that. But they moved. They moved. They moved. Okay. So let's have some combats. So we're going to basically engage in fantastical combat. I'll do the troll first. So this is, you see that if I put this here? Yeah. All right, let's see. A troll. That guy is, by the way, they're red, right? So he's red, and neither one of those 2 guys have anything special. They're level 6, so they are actually a hero +1. They'll get +1 to their die roll. A hero to defeat a troll needs a 9. So they're going to roll 2 dice. The hero's going to be white dice. They need a 9. Troll, on the other hand, to defeat a hero needs an 8, but the hero's hero +1, so they need a 9. So both sides need a 9. So let's see if either one defeats the other. Oh, 11 for the hero, 7 for the troll. The troll is defeated. So, all right. That was easier. Now, trolls do regenerate. So we'll figure that out in a second, but he's down. He was in a melee, so he's going to take a chip. And now let's come over to this Balrog. So, Balrog. There's 3 heroes in front of the Balrog. Let's see. It's faced off against a hero, so that's who it's going to attack the first time. Balrog against a hero needs simply a 4. They're facing off against this one that was in the middle. And they are the blue one. They have a shield +1. Okay, so the Balrog's going to have a penalty of -1 on this attack. They need to get a 4. Easily. Okay, that hero is defeated. Now, Balrog has a special move. Actually, they should have got a +1 on that, but it doesn't matter. They got them anyways. So Balrogs are interesting because now that they made their first attack, they get to, by the way, this is all simultaneous, so I'm just going to lay him down because he'll still get an attack. Now they can roll again, and if they get a 7 or better on the 2 dice, which they did. Oh, actually, in Chainmail, it doesn't get that second attack. In OD&D, it gets a second attack. Okay, doesn't get that, so forget about that part. It does say, though, Balrog can emulate any normal figure it touches during its move or in melee. And since it is touching these 2, I'm going to say they're immolated because they are normal types. So basically, these guys are dead from that Balrog, as well as that hero. So now, again, combat is simultaneous, so that hero will get an attack. A hero, wrong one. A hero trying to defeat a Balrog needs an 11. And that first hero had a shield, so he didn't get any bonus to this. So if he gets an 11, he defeats the Balrog. No. So he's just out. Second hero, purple, he has a sword +2, so he gets +2 to this die roll, he needs an 11. No. Green guy, he has a sword +1, gets +1 to the die roll, can he get an 11? No. Okay, none of them hit. Then we have a superhero. Superhero needs a 9, and that is number 2. Superhero number 2. Well, he's superhero +1, number 1. And he's number 2, and he has a +1 sword. Okay, so he gets +2 to this roll. And he needs 9. No. Okay. End of that first round. This hero has been eliminated. The Balrog is still there. So the Balrog is engaged. These guys are getting this because they fought. I don't give fantastical creatures like that any kind of exhaustion points. Okay, that's the end of that round. I'll just check something. The heroes don't check morale, nor do superheroes, nor does the Balrog, so I don't need to worry about that. Just need to check on the troll for a second. It's funny because it says they regenerate, but it does not exactly give you a rule about that. I guess that's just kind of something that you can do. So what I'm going to do, let's do what I would do normally, which is I'm going to roll a d6. And if I get a 6, it regenerates and it stands back up. Otherwise, it's dead. No, it's dead. Okay. So that troll is dead. All right. So that is the end of round 1. Let's go to the next turn. Going to roll initiative. Oh, the enemy can go first or let the heroes go first. They're not going to move, so I don't think it really matters. So they're just going to go first. It doesn't matter. Like I said, whether they go first or whoever, because that just determines movement. So they don't move because they're engaged. This other superhero is going to come around to face the Balrog. For all that, I'll give them 1 movement. I think this guy's going to... currently, I think that this guy's going to stay still up here. That will take away his tiredness. This guy, though, is going to turn. That uses a quarter of his movement, and he's also going to charge in on this Balrog. He's got plenty of movement to do that. Because we need to kill this Balrog. All right. Okay, combat. Simple as that, right? So I'll do the Balrog first. The Balrog could attack anything here. So 1, 2, I'll start with this guy right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll reroll if I get a 6. 5. Okay, it's going after this hero, who is red, looks like. Okay, no, he doesn't have anything special. All right, that guy does not have anything special. So he's just a regular hero. Balrog only needs a 4 to defeat them. And they get a 4. Okay. Actually, that is a clash. So what's interesting is score equal, total means defender must fall back 1 move. So the defender must fall back 1 move. However, he gets to attack first. Hero is going to attack. He needs an 11. Misses. Okay. So 1 move for a hero is... He's on foot, so it's 18. No, that's not right. 12. All right, so he must fall back 12. Okay, so basically to there. All right. That's the Balrog's move. This hero is going to attack. Again, he needs an 11. That's the green guy. Green has a +1 sword. Nothing. Now we come over to blue number 1. They have a +1 sword, and they're superhero +1, so they get +2 total. And they are a superhero, which means they need a 9. They need a 9, 2d6 plus 2, 9 or better. 7, 8, 9. That defeats the Balrog. Haha. Okay. Cool. Okay. They fought in combat. So did they. All right, that's the end of that turn, actually. Okay, so what are the Orcs going to do? That didn't quite soften up the troops that they hoped they would, but you know what? I think they're going to make a move anyways. So let's see what happens with the Orcs. Okay, I had to pause for a minute. So I know it was at the end of a turn. I think we did 2 turns. Now I think we're on turn 3. Okay, so let's roll initiative. As I pointed out in the beginning, looking for my pencil, right here, just off the screen, is, so they're right on the other side of this water, is 100 Orcs. It's 100 over here, and 100 right there. So, unfortunately, the Balrog has gone down, so they didn't soften the people as much as they would like. But the Orcs are, again, they're trying to establish a home base here. If they just run off, then they're going to be gone. So I think they're going to try to fight a little bit, or at least see if they can soften these guys up. So let's keep going, and we'll see what happens. Black is Orcs, white is Bandits. Okay, Bandits get to move first. We'll choose if they want to move first or second. Well, since they don't see the Orcs there, because like I said, they haven't entered technically yet, the Bandits will just go, and they're going to try to regroup. So let's see. People that have fought, I think, are just going to pause for a second and rest because they're not in any rush to go anywhere. So these guys are not going to move. They're just going to stay how they are, which will remove all of their movement points. This guy over here, though, who moved before, and also that guy that ran, he should have had one as well. He's going to come back. Need to find my pencil. There it is. So he actually had retreated because of the Balrog. And actually, that was a round of melee. So I think that was actually 2 rounds of melee. So he's actually got 3. He's out there, but again, he doesn't sense any danger. So I think he will, no, I just did that, but I think he will actually stay where he is, which could be bad. This guy over here in the red, though, is going to come back. He's got a movement, a non-charge movement of 18 on the horse. So he's going to turn around, which takes a full half move. So that's 9. And he's going to have to kind of swerve around this thing. So I'll just cut a little bit. We'll cut an inch off of that. So that's to get to here. It's 4 inches. So that costs him 5 to get to here. And then he has 4 left. So he's going to get to here. All right. Okay. So the group's kind of like, whoa, we get hit by a Balrog and a troll. We better be careful. And when that happens, the Orcs decide to make their move. These Orcs right here that you can't see where I'm pointing, they're like right at the edge of this water. They are actually going to stay where they are, and they're going to shoot. I think they're within missile range. I'm going to have to measure it. The Orcs over here, I do not think are within missile range. So they're going to move forward. So basically, with the way missile fire works, is you can move half your movement and then still shoot at the end. So that's what they're going to do. So Orcs' standard movement is the combat chart. So over here for a second. So our Orcs' movement is 9. And the missile fire is 15. So they can move half their movement and still shoot. So to this water, which you can basically just see where I'm putting my thing, is just about 4.5 inches. It's 4.5 inches to this part of the water, which is basically where this group would go. That's only 4 inches, so where's 4.5 inches? Okay. So they've got to stop when they get there. So they're just going to move to the water like that. And the water stops them anyways, and they've moved half their movement. Okay. These guys, I think, also are too far away to hit. So they're actually going to move. Okay, it's only 3 inches. So again, less than half their movement to the water. When you hit a river like this, you basically just have to stop and then you can move over it next turn. So they got to stop here anyways. So they're going to move here. And what they're hoping for is the ability to shoot. So you following the procedure, right? We have movement. So the bandits moved. The orcs have now moved. Then we go into missile fire. Any missile units, these ones down here, that have not moved can freely shoot. So they are going to actually shoot at these guys here. So we're going to measure this. They're oh yeah, they've 15 is here. They could actually shoot. They're going to aim. I'm going center to center. They're only 7 inches from these guys. So they can basically shoot them with the missile fire. And let's see what we got here. They are archers, so they're light. So they are actually unarmed, right? They don't have any armor or anything. Unarmored, I should say. And there are, you can't see it, but there's 10 of these guys. So I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, we're going to kill 4. And on a 3 through 6, we're going to kill 5. Wow, okay. Holy guacamole. So basically, there's only 4 of them there. So we kill all 4 of them. I'll roll it anyways. It only counts if it goes inside the thingy. 5, okay, so we would actually kill 5, but we're aiming at those guys. So we actually take out for them. Now, there is a hero with them. The hero is always the last to be defeated in any kind of combat, and they have to be hit 4 times simultaneously. So even that 1 extra hit doesn't kill the hero, because basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 hit against the hero, so they're still alive. So these guys, though, are dead. Actually, they are archers, so they could return fire, because again, it's simultaneous. So let me actually see what their range is. These are our archers. Their range is 15 as well. Okay, so they can also shoot back at the orcs. The range, it's a 45-degree. So if I go like this, yep, they're also within the range. All right, so they are also going to shoot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. But orcs are heavy foot, so they are half armor and shield. So 4. Oh, and there's a hero. Hero counts as 4. So there's 8 of them total. 8 against half armor or shield. You're looking at a roll of a d6. They're either going to kill 2 or 3. I'm going to roll it here. 1. They're going to kill 2. So 2 of these orcs, I know you can't see it, 2 orc units are defeated. That's only 20%, so that's not enough to draw a morale check. So we're not going to worry about that. These guys are defeated as well. We'll keep track of this a little bit because we could break the morale of the entire group if enough of them are killed. Because remember, we've actually lost the entire group of archers. So we've actually lost 70 out of our initial. Let's see, we've lost them. We've lost about a third. Okay. Oh, and actually it says defenders will, all of us do, we're checking about a third. So actually, we probably should be checking morale at this point. We've lost a third of our unit, but let me just do the rest of the firing first. These orcs are going to fire here. Oh, I'm sorry. These guys did not move, and they can also shoot. So they're going to fire their bows at the orcs first. Okay. again, that's light horse. And their range with the bows is 18, actually. So they can definitely make it. I'll measure it anyways, but I'm sure that's close enough. I can tell by looking at it. So these guys are going to shoot at them. And I guess technically that would have... No, I don't think that would have been considered pass-through fire. So they're going to shoot at them first. You know, but again, it's simultaneous. So 2 rows can shoot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, we're shooting against half armor and shield. So same thing. 1 die, we're either going to kill 2 or 3 of them. 3, okay. Kill 3 of these guys. I'm going to put the defeated bad guys in this corner. Defeated good guys up there. Didn't we lose 2 heroes? No, 1 got punch back. Okay. Now the orcs will get to fire back, but again, they'll get with their full unit. There's 10 of them. These guys are light horse. So again, unarmored. Get to roll a die. A 3 means to kill 5 of them. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, I think light horse would be considered unarmored. Yeah, I mean, there's no barding on a light horse. Okay, so... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're leaving them with only... Oh, actually, you're supposed to pull it back first. So leaving them with only 2. That's definitely a morale check. Okay, light horse. After 33%, they got to make a 6 or better on 2d6. They do have within the range a hero, so they're going to get +1 to the roll. So if they make this, they'll stay. They made it. Okay. So, 7. Do a little math here. It's not quite a third. If there were 6 of them, they'd only be a third left. So actually, if they lose 1 more, then they'll automatically break. But they haven't yet, so they're good. All right. These guys are going to also get to shoot. Now, they're going to shoot at this guy, the green guy, who's a hero. Yep, 8. Okay, so he is heavy horse, though. So he's going to get... He's fully armored. There's 8 of them, so they can only maximum do is 1. Well, there's 10 of them, rather. So they can do up to 2. It's possible for them to kill him, but it's going to be hard. So basically, they're going to roll a die now. If they get a 5 or a 6, which they do 2 hits against him. And the reason why I say it's possible is because they're going to get to shoot again at the end of the turn after melees are over, which, of course, there's no melees. So, oh, actually, no, they won't get to shoot again because they moved once. Aha. However, this group here can shoot him. So, let me just check that. Indirect fire. They have to be at least 3 inches away. It reduces the range of weapons by 1/3. And it gives them the next highest category. Fully armored become arrow proof. Okay, so actually they can't. Doing indirect fire, which I guess they have to do here. Although, honestly, there's only a small amount blocking them. You know what? I'm unsure if I want to consider this. I mean, with all these guys shooting, do I want to consider this a cause for indirect fire? And I mean, enough of them can shoot without it being in the way. I'm going to say I'm going to roll a die. The white die is going to be the bandits. The black is going to be the orcs. If the black is higher, they're going to get to shoot at this guy. Otherwise, they won't. tie. So we'll roll it again. Well, no, they won't. It's not higher, so they can't do it. So they can't. They could shoot again, but he's basically arrow proof. So we'll do this. And because remember, they need 4 simultaneous hits to go down. So at the end of the round, oh, actually they had moved as well, so it doesn't matter. I couldn't do it anyways. It's these guys over here that you can't see that can get another shot, and they're actually going to. Again, they can't. Oh, I don't know. Can they? I'm going to say, I mean, I know he's huge, but he's only one person, so he's not going to block anybody from indirect fire. So I think these guys are actually going to take another shot because their range is 15. They're going to take another shot at, oh yeah, easily. They're going to shoot these guys who are also Lightfoot. Ooh. Wow, the orcs are really... So there are now 8 of them. So I'm going to roll a die. It's going to kill either 3 or 4 of them. It kills 4 of them. Oof, okay. And that's 80%, which means this guy's also gone. So at this point, I think we've lost enough of the army that we're going to basically break morale here. Obviously, well, not obviously, none of the hero figures have to check morale, right? But these medium horse are probably going to run off, and these guys, because we've lost so much of our initial army that they're just going to retreat. So we're going to call them gone. Not dead, though, but gone. They may be able to recover these guys later if they survive. So we're going to just put them over there. They basically are like, oh no, we're under too much arrow fire, and they're going to run. Okay. And that ends that turn. Wow, the orcs really came through and kicked some butt there. But that is now the end of that turn. So let's see what we can do here. I feel like these heroes are going to want to take... I mean, they want the space. They don't want to leave, right? So they've got to take these orcs out if they can. So let's do it. Let's roll initiative for the next round. Okay. The orcs decide if they want to move first or second. I think if they're smart, they're going to move second. And the reason why I say that is if they move first, they're going to cross this water and put themselves in the position to be charged. Where they are right now, they cannot be charged. So, but these heroes and stuff want to get to them. So, and all the heroes have bows too. So I think what we're going to do is, to be honest, I feel like most people could probably stay where they are. Am I taking a risk doing that? You know, I'm going to move. And the hero's movement is 18. So they've got 9 inches to move, so I don't even really probably have to bother measuring, but I'll measure the first guy. Yeah, 9 will put this guy here, all the ways to here, and then everybody else is closer to him, so they won't have to spend their 9. So all these heroes are going to move in a line with their bows. This guy's going to stay where he is because he's in a good enough spot. I think they're also close enough. I'm not going to move them. He's not going to move. These guys are going to do the same. He's not moving, but these guys all are moving. So remember, this guy did not move. And these guys really didn't move either. I kind of straightened him, but he's fine. And this guy, I think, is too far away to do anything. Let me see if he can get to that line of heroes. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, he's going to have to move. And they're also going to move. Okay. And the reason why I'm moving them is so I don't have to use indirect fire. This guy, I think, you know what? I think we're going to do a different strategy over here. This guy's going to circle around. Again, he has 18 movement. I'm going to use about 1 inch just to turn a quarter. I'll move 8. And then I'll use a 2 inches to turn this way. And then he'll be able to shoot. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to do that. So I'm only using half my movement. So he can actually shoot this way. Same thing over here. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm putting everybody in position to shoot. So all my hero people have moved half their movement, so they can shoot at the end of the turn. Do the orcs want to move? I think it's smart for the orcs just to stay where they are, because then they're going to get to shoot twice. So that's exactly what they're going to do. So the orcs are going to choose to not move. All right, let's do some missile fire. I'll do the orcs first. Okay, I mean, everybody can, that's only 8 inches. These guys, there's a hill there, but I think we're fine. That's only 9. So I'm going to combine these guys. Got 10, 15, 16, 17. 17 against fully armored. They're going to do 3. In their first shot. These guys, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them. Oh, against fully armored, they actually can't really even do anything. They should have moved. And they're not going to bother to shoot because it's just a waste. So I'm not going to bother with these guys shooting right now. So first volley, they do 3 damage over here. They do nothing. Second volley, I'm going to do the orcs first. Same thing. They're going to do 3 more damage with these 2 groups, which actually gives me a total of 6 here, which means it can take out one of the heroes. And I'm just going to remove one of the regular heroes because I figure they would die first. If you're going to do this, that's just how that would work. I'll take this guy out. So he's down. However, he will still get to shoot first because this is happening simultaneously now. Okay? So he's going to be down. I'm just going to lay him down. These guys are going to get to shoot 4. Green is worth 5. So 10. Blue is worth 9. Okay. So 18, 28, 40 total. 40 total against half armor and shield. So for each 10, I'm going to roll a die. It's going to do, well, it's not going to make a difference. It's going to do 3 no matter what. So I'm going to do 3 each time for each group of 10, and there's 40 of them, so I'm going to do 12. Can they, I don't think these, well, you know what? Yeah, they're within our range. So we're going to take out 10. Actually, I think they can't split it. I'm just going to say they take these 10 out. Okay. This guy is eliminated. These orcs are eliminated. So now the orcs have lost, out of 300, they only have 150 left. So they've lost half of the, oh, these guys didn't get to shoot yet. Let me just have these guys shoot first. The red guys are worth 5 each. Oh, yeah, green, no, red are worth 6. So 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is 20, so that's 32. So again, that's going to be 9. There's less than 9 here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 here. So all of these are also destroyed, which will 100% break the morale. Because out of the 300 orcs at the beginning, we've only got 70 left. And I believe at heavy foot, let me just check that. So heavy foot, 33, so 66%, so 70. Oh no, hold on. If it was 300, no, yeah, 70 is a third of 210, right? So it's less than a third of 300 for sure. So these 70 orcs that are over here are going to break and retreat. So they're basically going to just leave. All right. All right. Haha. So now, whew, we lost pretty much all. We're going to be able to go and recover these guys. We'll go get them. Actually, let's see. I'm going to roll high. If it's high, then as the orcs are retreating, they run into these guys, and we're going to have a little mini skirmish. Otherwise, it's just going to be over. Low, okay. So these 70 orcs escape. These guys get rounded back up by the group with all the heroes. And now they have effectively wiped out that group of orcs. And what I have remaining here is all of the medium horse are still up, but all of the light horse have been wiped out. All of the archers have been wiped out. And we have only 20 remaining of the light foot. We also lost one hero, one just kind of generic hero, leaving them with 8 heroes. So this is a much smaller party. This will be interesting because, as I think I said already, bandits are not chaotic, they are neutral. And we have the rangers coming with their army to help clear this place out, so it might be in their best interest. They might be able to negotiate with this group and work together. Otherwise, there's going to be another battle, and that might be a tough one because there's a lot of superheroes here, and that's not going to be ideal for the Rangers. If you've been enjoying these actual play videos, please do take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like that kind of stuff. Ring the bell if you want to get notifications. Also, check the description below. You'll find links to all the different stuff I use while playing the game, most of it anyways. And you'll find a link to my Discord server if you want to join the conversation, and also my Patreon if you'd like to support the channels. I'll talk to you soon.